This is not your regular 80s program. Welcome back to Crossing Souls. Previously, exactly that. Kevin decided to play around to do what, and he paid for it with his life. Now we gotta get the machine back. The Purple Skulls have it. We're gonna be beating up a Quincy Queen like crazy. They're just behind that door, but we need to go talk to an old Mr. Shen. Yeah, you know, just Chinatown. A very tiny Chinatown. No sharp objects in my Earthbound game, okay? It would be cool and heavy. Are you proficient in heavy armor? No cool Chinese animal things. Alright, fine, we won't. Anything else we could touch? I guess not. I wouldn't mind either, really. You wanted to have some problems with Purple Skulls. You know, everybody keeps a copy of the gate key on hand, just in case they want to go beat up the Purple Skulls. I think he might be getting harassed by Purple Skulls on the side. Aha! Not as wise as you look, are you, old man? Gotta find a distraction. You didn't hear anything. Never mind. New profile. Shen Li. The first Asian citizens of Chojunga. They sell second-hand goods, 'cause stereotypes. He loves easy money. He misleads customers by making them believe his dusty antiques will attract Kai Shen, the Chinese god of prosperity. And no one wants to mess with his curses. Let's not get cursed. We'll have to distract this guy somehow. Maybe use a sword on him. Maybe wear the cool body armor. Release his invisible pet. I wasn't quite sure what to do. I checked outside. Maybe there was a way to distract him outside. There'd be like a cat, and he'd be like, "Oh, a cat! No, that's not stereotypical. I just wanted to pet the kitty. What were you thinking?" Oh, would you now? Let's see. Something hairy. Wow, that's very specific. Were you referencing something from the 80s? Do not feed it after midnight. You are going to regret that. Okay, he's gone. Let's go grab the key. Not that easy, is it? I get that reference. Do you have any mozzarella? Or maybe some brie? It's a Monty Python cheese shop joke. He was looking for the camembert. It's a bit runny. How about some eyes of newts? From the Baltic Sea. Triple eyelids, one with hypermetropia and astigmatism. Let's not make it too specific now. He might not have it in stock and he won't go back there. Think, Chris, think! I got an idea. Yay, elderly abuse! You abused him a whole lot in there. Is he okay? That's what he gets for hiding the key to the gate. Kind of concerned. We didn't kill the guy, did we? He's not going to show up in the duat later and say, "You killed me. Why did you do it?" Because we wanted your key. You really weren't going to buy anything. We're poor. Well, I don't even know if they're poor. They got some nice houses there. Like, nice even for 80s. Welcome to a battle zone. We gotta get rid of those damn skulls. Also, we picked up a new item. Did you see it? We have some blinding flashes and a weapon of some sort. Just want to loot the donuts, man. We just wanted to loot the donuts. I'm gonna make sure everybody gets a turn. Especially Big Joe. He's just so capable. The arsonists make it kind of easy to take out everything else because there's so many skulls that come at you that you could blow them up with their own grenades. But also, it would be prudent to take them out first because they're throwing grenades. Get whipped. Cannot stop archaeology. That guy really didn't want to fight that girl, huh? And we also got big guys. They could do a belly bump. Go, Joe, go! I did not notice that big heart there until right now. This is part of the game where it could get a little bit difficult. Oh wow, the police did not come back for that car, and the cake is a lie. Wait a second, that's an early 2000s meme. What is that doing in the 80s? How did that get there? I don't see any more. I see butts. I see eyeballs that look like boobs. I see a needle that's containing the Dark Dragon. Because if you're going to reference like Portal, you might as well reference Mother 3 as well. And it was the lame Portal meme, too. It's the lame Portal meme. Everyone's tired of that meme. Big Joe's having some problems here. He's getting winded. He has the power. He does not have the endurance. So it's a good thing he could take out barrels with a couple punches. Game over, dude! Game over! That's an 80s movie, isn't it? Isn't Aliens in the 80s? It's either 80s or early 90s. So that one would actually fit, wouldn't it? Blooped. One of those graffitis say blooped. And I'm thinking maybe that's Splatoon. I'm trying to wield explosive barrels to maximum effect, and it's not working out. Matt is just the bully bait. And that guy's AoE is really big. As big as his stomach. He's chunkier than Big Joe. He's bigger Joe. And Joe doesn't have many options to get out of the way. He can't dodge. He can't jump. Chris is the best all-arounder for taking care of multiple different kinds of enemies. That was the power of the blinding ability. Stuns everybody on the screen. Speaking of stunning, that was a stun lock. I just wait for him to start his animation, then I hit him. It makes him stop. Okay, that's definitely a real movie poster back there. What is that? Is that a reference to another Devolver game? Maybe the poster next to it is also one? I can't read that graffiti because I'm too busy worried about this thing. We'll be running across a boss like this again, and it's really annoying to deal with it. Because you'll see I'm knocking these balls back, but he's getting out of the way just fine. You've got to kind of get like right up in there. Right next to that gate. And you could really have to dead man's volley this guy. You gotta be right on point for the ball to lock on. That's like the only way to hit him. It was really frustrating. Give me those donuts. Like I said, this area gets a little difficult. Luckily, they give you a plethora of items, but it's still pretty difficult, because if anybody in the team goes down, it's game over. No matter if it's Matt, or Charlie, or Chris, or Big Joe. One of them goes down, they all go down. Can't have anybody else dying besides Kevin. Oh no, a mini-boss! Oh no, ow, 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 stop it! Oh, you're hurting me! Oh no, this boss is so hard! Thanks, Joe. I was about to say, does he ride like a tricked out unicycle? But that's only half a motorcycle back there. It's revenge! Dude, if you didn't show up, he wouldn't have ran away, the Gamma Bar wouldn't have broken, you're responsible. First boss of the game. Quincy Queen. He's got that little AoE attack, he's constantly summoning ads. And he Michael Jackson's at you. That is, he's Michael Jacksoning. He looks like Little Richie, he sounds like Michael Jackson. Of course he could always be a Prince reference. Big Joe just isn't doing it here. Too many varied enemies and a quick AoE. And he's stun-proof. Joe does the damage, but he just can't get into hits as he could. This is mostly Chris's game. Especially trying to keep these ads under control, while he's just shooting music notes at you all over the place. And he takes quite a few hits. Grenade people can help, but not by much. And he always likes to hide up there, next to his throne. I'm trying to deploy a mat, so I could science this guy. That second flash was actually me trying to heal. Science really isn't working out either. There's too many things going on. Chris, you can do this. I didn't really try to see if you could shoot back the notes, but I don't think you can hit back notes. I don't think it works like that. It would be silly if it worked like that. And then he just like point blanks it right in your face, and you could do nothing about that. Big Joe, go for the kill! You can do it! Big Joe is the king of the purple skulls now. The purple shills, more like it. They're gonna have to call him Monkey Queen from now on. We got our cassette player back. Oh good, we're tightening up the plot a little bit. Yeah, what's Randall gonna do about it? We beat up his boss. There's no more purple skulls. We really should have turned him into the police. He's saying it's a sneaking mission. Use of Gamma Bar is acquired. We need another Gamma Bar. They grow in schools. You know, the school where you have all the Gamma Bars. Gamma Bars are just like a fancy candy, aren't they? They're just like a fancy candy. They just glow like that because it's like The Simpsons. Which I think debuted in the 80s. Didn't the pilot for The Simpsons start in the 80s? Hey, Wyatt. Oh, they said something about a meteor landed outside of town, and now all the dogs and birds are going crazy. It's really weird. By the way, you know PK Life Up now. This sounds familiar. Was Devolver and Fourattic being prophets with this thing? A contagious disease? And they're quarantining everybody. But Kevin didn't die from a virus, he died from Egyptian magic. I know you can make the mistake. Well, it looks like no theater. Well, at least that guy did not lose his job, which is great. But now he has to be quarantined for 2 weeks. Because of communists. Yeah, they still had that thing. The satanic panic and that was still going strong around this time. Yeah, that'll keep the virus out. Good job. You know, I'll be completely honest. When we had COVID quarantine, they didn't tell us to close all the doors and windows. Something tells me this is not legit. Especially since, whatever going on there off to the left does not seem legit. Well, don't say that too loudly. I think there might be some government conspiracies going on here. They might want the gamma bars too. I wonder if the pizza is still there. No, it's somebody else. If it wasn't 1986, I would say the Uber left the pizza up on the roof. And that guy is here to pay for the pizza. But somebody ate it. I'm trying to figure out how do I get to the guy with the money. But it looks like it's just a set dressing. We can't get off that thing. And there seems to be like an invisible wall right there. Can't jetpack it to it either. A quarantine? Quarantine doesn't mean more business. I should know. I lived through one. People were quite upset that they couldn't buy things. They don't storm the store. They just go crazy for toilet paper. Well, I guess they do storm the store then, don't they? My store didn't really get that hard hit from the toilet paper incident. It's just that we never had any toilet paper and we had to, like, ration it. Yes, like all the children at this town, because we have our own school. Asking the dumb questions. The ironically named policeman. Tackleberry is such a cliche name for a cop. Thanks for the blinding flash, just leaving flash bombs out here next to the school. They have the groundskeeper locked up for hiding flash bombs around the school. My new question is now, how do I get into the school? Do we have to go through the sewers? Do we have to find like a side entrance somewhere? And then I noticed it. We must climb. Prince Rhubarb. We don't need no education. Teacher, leave those kids alone. I forget which band is the one that sings that. Is that the Lead Balloon? Or is that the Magenta Floyd? Oh, it's Magenta Floyd. It's The Wall. Yeah. It's gotta be 80s adjacent names. We don't want to be copyrighted. And what is this cinder block just sitting there for? It's a good thing I indicate to myself about things I might miss while I'm watching. Well, someone's missing a candy. Let's be completely honest. It's gonna be 3 months until they get that candy back. It ain't gonna last. The janitor's gonna have a treat. Mr. Fat-Ass Principal. Classy. What are we, in high school or something? You know, the science lab, where we keep the gamma bars. They're common in school curriculums to have gamma bars at the ready at any time. Hulkonomics. 201. Hulkamaniacs 201. No principals have friends. That's why they're principals. They might start out cool, but then running a school kills them inside until they become bitter husks of their former selves. Because you're a principal, you get no respect. And you become a megalomaniac. It's just how it is. Big Joe, now's your time to shine. You need to make yourself a little platform here. Only 2 team members in this entire thing can jump. Because we lost the other one that could jump. I'm in, Colonel. Oh, they left the gamma bar right in the open. No booby traps or anything. Thanks, at least somebody else noticed besides me. I feel less crazy now. That doesn't seem ethical. You know, one of our students is just really smart and he wants gamma bars. So we're just gonna let him have that. Because we love his funding. From his scholarships, because schools get those, I'm pretty sure. Kevin! He's back! I didn't miss him! Well, about that, there's those corrupted souls. He's been ghost spying. He's been always with you, Chris. By the way, I'm ghost spying in other ways too, because I'm an annoying little brother. I'm going to tell every ghost in the afterlife about your hidden meat. Kevin hasn't changed much. Except, you know, for the whole dead part. Who? Well, that took a 180 in a hurry. He's the body. I think they mentioned a McKittrick during that big evil monologue thing that they had at the end of Chapter 1. off your body. You know, all we needed was a snoopy little brother and we found it. Major Orrus is behind it. He owns the stone. He wants to start the one-day war. What is the one-day war? It couldn't be all that bad, right? It only lasts one day. I mean, that can't be too bad, right? They wouldn't hurt children, though, right? They would just be stupid henchmen guys that just grab them by the collar and lock them in lockers and do other dumb bad guy things that let the kids survive, except for Kevin. Sorry, he's revealing way too much of the plot. We're gonna have to give him boners now. Well, we're back to ghost busting. We're back to busting those ghosts. But now we know a bit more about the situation we're in. And yes, Blinding Flash works on ghosts. At least Big Joe could punch them with impunity. I don't like relying on Big Joe too much, because his fists feel like a cheat. Tutorial sign. You can now switch between you and Kevin's ghost by using the right button. So it's control two character situation. I forget what kind of game I could reference for that. Choke point. I was gonna say It Takes Two, but they're kind of controlled simultaneously in that game. Maybe, kinda. Can you play that one player? Ah well, who cares? It's 2021 anyway, not 1986. Kevin is a ghost. He could walk through doors, but not walls. Because we have to have some kind of video game. Good job, Kevin. Good job, Kevin. I was going to compliment you on being useful for once. He still is, though. You'd be missing out on the Buster Ghosts. I noticed something here, that the slots are weird, but we didn't miss anything. It's just that it's organized weird. Anyway, the Buster Ghosts. Bankman, Stu, and Spielberg, the best parapsychological doctors in the world, can't imagine what the future holds. Following general disinterest in their parapsychological studies, they lose their jobs and decide to become firefighters. After a tragic accident with a cat in a tree, they die during their first emergency call. The three dead parapsychologists then begin to eradicate New York's government officials with their ectoplasm hose, until a new powerful scientist stands in their way. That's not the movie I remember at all. That was a major role reversal. That sounds like a B-movie knockoff of what I remember. Yeah, they were contemporary, alright. They contemporary themselves right into reality. Wow, what happened to this kid? How'd you die? Beware of the forest. He's recruiting us. Who? How are you doing? Surely the key we need is going to be in the principal's office. And we could get in there with the power of Ghost. Hi! I'm a principal too. I don't understand what that means. What era are you from? At the chemistry lab. Unfortunately, this is around the point where I spend about 3 or 4 minutes being lost in a hallway. trying to find out where the key went. I thought I had to, like, really cut him a switch and, like, surprise him or something. And then I thought maybe it's in the other classrooms, or maybe I thought it was in the vents, or maybe back where I started. It was a big mess. I'm just gonna cut ahead because of the power of movie magic. And that's when I realized the only room I didn't check is the janitor's office. Seriously, it's in the last place I looked. I wouldn't know where my head is if it wasn't attached to my ghost body. Excuse me, sirs. You don't have a hall pass. And then I do the dumb thing of going down here. There's nothing down here for me. You can't get into the principal's office. You're not a ghost. Ghost hours only. This is ghost class. During the summer, the ghosts have class. They're a lot cleaner. For one thing. Because they can't make a ghost mess. I'm surprised that Kevin as a ghost now has more HP than Chris. He has GP, ghost power, ghost points. Now, that's silly. Why would they ever want to go there? They would be checking your corpse, wouldn't they? They think the Duat was still on you. He's grabbed, sir. I got him, sir. That rat Randall. I bet he blabbed. Whoa! Violent! I mean, Randall does kind of deserve it, being such a lousy little shrimp. Sleazy little weasel. Oh, great. Randall had the same idea. Something tells me they would have went with checking his body idea if Randall didn't blab. Oh, here comes Buff McHugepecs. Guys, can you turn down the evil music? I'm on the phone. What? I can't hear you over the loud evil music. You mean his ghost, that is. Is he really controlling the ghosts with his infinity gauntlet? That's a dumb question. He probably is. Evil bad guy and all. It looks like they're filming E.T. in front of my house. This is a sneaking mission. Use of teenager will be required. Next time on Crossing Souls. Good night, folks.